cases, whether it is Rafale or whether it is Augusta, I see they coming from the same place. For example, Augusta Westland, the lowering of the standards, access to the high offices which should not have been given to a middleman that were given. You clearly see mentioning of alphabets like A, P, FAM, and then admission by the accused that it was Ahmed Patel and then the family, that is the first family of Congress. You see somebody been brought extradited, a high level fugitive has been brought back, which I have never seen in the 7th decade. You don't get fugitives just because you ask them to give it back. There is a legal process in that particular country and also a diplomatical channel which has to be followed. You understand them very well. So that was so there is a first victory. He has admitted that, and they know that strings will come to their necks very, very closely. Okay. Secondly, he has not mentioned about Rafale, but let me mention about Rafale. The story of Rafale also comes from 10 Janpad. When they knew that, like Bofors, this will haunt them, so they created a story. This is a government-to-government deal. There is no middleman. I didn't get a chance to go to Telangana, but I visited Andhra Pradesh, and I especially visited the ST-SC, this thing. So I visited Arakku, I visited Amlapuram, I visited Bapatla. There are 3 SC-ST reserved places, and also Nellore and Tirupati is also SC reserved. But Nellore and Tirupati have access to the traffic of tourism which comes, or the pilgrimage which comes to the temple of Tirumala. So they still have bread and butter on their table. But in Arakku, I'll tell you this, Arakku, Arapalam and this Patla, they are extreme tribal areas. You know, and what the half...
No, what's your point? The BJP is going to win there, or these guys are going to come with you?
I'm making 3 points. Then probably then you understand the mood of the entire state there. So they are the half voters. The half voter is the gender females. The women of the voters, they said, we got our toilets in this last 4-5 years.
Okay. And so you're saying support for Narendra Modi out there.
And this is, I'm talking about in Arakku, Alappuzha and Bapatla.
Okay.
So toilets.
We'll see. I mean, anecdotal
evidence. One more thing. When you go to uptown Hyderabad, people have not forgotten the way Narasimha Rao was insulted by the current president's mother. I was on the task force with Mohandas Pai. So we had to go to various ports, and Paradip is one. So from Balasore to Puri, there are 5 constituencies. If you see, Balasore is then there is Bhadrak, there is I think Jagat Singhpur is one, and Puri. Out of this, they were not developed. What benefited them is the Sagarmala, the road connectivity because of the port development.
Okay.
And this gave them a lot of this. Otherwise, you would see Odias coming out of Odisha and working somewhere else. But they have gone back now because of that. That development is there.
Okay.
And let me take on the northeast. I went from Guwahati to Shillong and then to Taru on the road, because there was a decision that there should be a road to be made and there was a study to be done. So I was there in Prashant Pol. We were both there on the trip. You will not believe, it took 14 hours. And now if you go there, it's just 2.5 hours. Reason because there's just one thing been done, road. And the moment road is done, then you see, some chai wala coming up, some pakoda wala coming up, some repair of the tire will come. There is an economy which comes up on that. So even if they make fun of the pakoda wala, now the people have got jobs there in Meghalaya. If you go to Bada Pani there, you will see that Bada Pani is developed in the center because it is connected with Guwahati airport in 1 hour. Let me take you to Arunachal. There is a place called as Zairo, which is the end, which has also sometimes been spelled as Zero, Z-E-R-O. How many hours? Even if you are an IS officer or you are a politician, it would take 24 hours to reach there. Reason because you fly to Guwahati, then take a chopper ride, then take a...
So development has come to the northeast,
no doubt. Now we reach in 6 hours.
And
do you think people of northeast will not understand this connectivity? And I think the connectivity which has been done, especially with the NHIDCL coming up, National Highway...
Okay. In both cases, you are saying connectivity is and
that has been tremendously been done. I think
it's nowhere in my life. So much on development, whether it's Odisha or the northeast or whatever. Why is the PM then going on and on about national security?
No, this is my own experience.
Why is he not, using development as his main campaign plank during these elections?
No, let me answer you. Arti, this is where I have visited myself. I have covered that area. I have covered that area on the road, ma'am.